What's your favorite animal?
Dog.
What's your favorite food?
Hamburger.
What do you eat for breakfast?
Nothing.
What is your worst fear?
I don't want my brain to stop working.
Bill is a multiprocessor. He'll be reading something else, but then processing at the same time. It's chaos. He thrives on complexity. He makes a framework in his mind, and then he starts slotting in the information.
If something doesn't line up and he gets really frustrated, it's scary.
But when Bill stills himself, he can pull ideas together that other people can't see.
At Microsoft, I worked night and day, and that was how I made sure Microsoft stayed ahead. I could be so extreme.
You never understood the first thing about this.
Microsoft hit a new record high on Wall Street.
Rivals paint a dark picture.
He'll do whatever he can to capture more of the market.
Our mother wanted him to focus on community and family.
I gave my mom a hard time not following what she wanted.
You don't raise a family hyper-focused in your head.
Each one of us has to start out with developing his or her own definition of success.
I had the wrong way of looking at things. In life, you have to decide what's important in the world. I will look at energy, climate change, and disease eradication. It's important that we start deploying solutions unnaturally fast.
We are running out of time here.
He tends to look at problems from unusual angles.
There hasn't been innovation in nuclear energy for 25 years.
What are the odds of getting the job done?
If you want to make a dent in this, you better think in wholesale magnitudes.
He's at his best when the deck is stacked against him.
There's many challenges. This is harder than I expected.
Ultimately, it's not what you get. It's what you become.
는 마음을 숨길 수 없는 세상.
넌 얼마나 울렸어? 어? 조알람.
내 조알람을 울린 순간 내 몸이 울렸다.
여왕선우가 우리 학교로 전학 올 줄이야.
야, 첫날부터?
넌 얼마나 올리는데?
나도 깔면 또 장난 아니지.
매일 내 자신과 싸우는 기분이 들어. 앞으로도 난 구겨지지 않을 거야.
내가 힘들 땐 네가 내 옆에 있었잖아.
근데 너 나 알아?
이상하네. 너 조알람 껐어?
아니?
특이한데? 넌 조알람 안 깔아도 다 티나.
그딴 거 없어. 좋아하지 않는 방법 같은 거.
진짜 김조조 안 좋아하냐고.
네가 대답하면 나도 말해줄게.
너 때문에 내 조알람이 안 울렸잖아.
10m 밖으로 다 나가라고!
이렇게 쳐맞고도 아직 내가 좋댄다.
조알람 앱에 대한 논란이 일고 있습니다.
조알람은 좋아하는 마음을 알릴 뿐 당신의 안전과 행복을 보장해주지는 않습니다.
만약 조알람이 나오지 않았더라면 어떻게 됐을까?
자리 잡아주고 커피 뽑아주고 뭐 하는 거냐고.
조알람 나오기 전에는 사람들이 이렇게 했어.
내 눈 똑바로 봐. 너 나 좋아하잖아. 선택은 김조조가 하는 걸로.
이제 난 내 마음을 마주하러 간다.
It's a normal, boring shift. Too much, Dad?
It's like a puncture wound. Boys across town just caught 2 more bodies. Said both had some kind of mark on their neck. Had 3 random victims with times of death and minutes apart. Bodies are miles apart. How's that work?
Suspect heading west across Liberty.
Hello, Thomas.
What did you say?
Is this where it happens?
9-year anniversary of the Market Street murders and a still unidentified suspect.
Detective Lockhart, yes, hello. What do you mean it's happening again?
You guys gotta see this.
Philly PD. You've seen this woman.
Nice to see you again.
She gets torn apart by a train, and 9 years later, she's back.
She is priority number 1 for all law enforcement agencies.
You have to stop chasing me. I'm doing all this for a reason.
We're all going forward, but her. She's going backward.
You have no idea what's coming. If you kill me now, the world as you know it will end.
I know this is hard, but I need to ask you some questions about what happened.
He tied my hands. He said if I screamed, he'd kill me.
No signs of forced entry. Doors and windows were locked. No DNA. Not a single neighbor saw or heard a thing.
He brought a blindfold, but nothing to tie her with. Would a shoelace even hold her?
You think Marie made up the attack?
I'm pretty positive that it happened.
Pretty positive or positive?
They just kept asking me the same question. How come your story doesn't add up? I wanted to go home.
I don't have a victim here. It's bogus. She made it up.
We're on the scene of a violent attack. Police say a masked assailant broke in while the victim was sleeping.
He said you need to be more protective of yourself.
Black mask, bindings, early morning attacks.
I think he's done this before.
Aurora, 18 months ago. Intruder, black mask, backpack, tied her up, took photos. To date, has not been caught.
You see the pattern. There's a rape, new evidence, new leads, and then one by one, they dry up until he hits again.
This one, we're figuring out on our own.
What if he knows stations don't talk to each other? As long as he only hits once in each town.
You could have detectives from 8 different departments investigating 8 identical rapes with no clue. They're all chasing the same guy.
Victims are all over the map. Old, young, different races. So he doesn't have a type.
Sure he does, women who live alone.
This guy is out there, preying on the most vulnerable women he can find. Where is the outrage? This is not something people get over. This is something they carry with them forever.
Even with people that you can trust, if the truth is inconvenient, they don't believe it.